Hi, I'm Maddie. Size does matter. Back in 2016, I was diagnosed with alveolar soft part sarcoma. I'm working with Sarcoma UK for Sarcoma Awareness Month, and here's my story. In probably around 2014, my dad actually noticed a small lump in my left shoulder. We kind of kept an eye on it. I forgot about it for probably about 12 months, and then summer 2015 rolled around and I realised it had grown quite a bit. I thought it looked quite ugly in my summer vests, and I thought I kind of want to get this lump removed. So I went to my GP and they told me it was probably a cyst and that they could remove it in the GP surgery. I was happy with that, and that's kind of when things got a bit hairy and the word cancer started to be thrown around. But unfortunately it was still another 5-6 months until I was actually diagnosed with sarcoma. After having the ultrasound, a few months later having an MRI scan, which is not the way that a cancer diagnosis is supposed to go. Then I had a biopsy, and it was the biopsy that eventually diagnosed me with alveolar soft part sarcoma in January 2016. And before this diagnosis I had never heard of sarcoma. I was only 18 and I don't think I really knew that cancer could grow on your shoulder. Let alone when you're 18. It was a bit of a shock to the system as an 18-year-old who'd basically had no health issues before that. The scar was quite a bit bigger than I was expecting, which took a lot of getting used to. It was in September 2020 that I started on the treatment that I am currently on, which is an oral chemotherapeutic drug which is granted to me on compassionate grounds because it's not approved on the NHS. It's a pill that I take every day that, touch wood, so far has kept things in my lungs reasonably stable, and we think that it hasn't spread anywhere else. So long term, hoping to stay on this treatment for as long as it works. I've been very up and down. I've been living with cancer my whole adult life. I'm now 25 and I was diagnosed at 18. So there's definitely been very, very low lows. But I've also had very high highs. I had never heard of Sarcoma UK before my diagnosis, and it's been a bit of a lifeline having a charity dedicated to sarcoma, which is such a rare cancer. When you Google it, it's really hard to find information. So it was really comforting to find them on Google, and throughout my diagnosis I've found it a real comfort to do things like fundraising and raising awareness and working with Sarcoma UK. It's been something that's powered me through and kept me going. If you've found a lump on your body, I would, depending on how big it is, go to your GP. If it's really small, keep an eye on it, but if it's there for more than a few weeks, if it's growing, if there's any other unusual symptoms, definitely go to your GP as soon as you can and tell them that you're afraid it could be sarcoma or it could be cancer, and they're more likely to take you seriously, as a lot of GPs won't be looking for sarcoma. And what really helped me was going onto social media and finding other people my age who are going through sarcoma, because it's a very lonely diagnosis. So finding other people going through it and talking to them and asking them for advice is probably the best way forward. Maybe if you're a less sort of outgoing person, then definitely go into the charities using the Sarcoma UK support line. They've got a text, so if you're afraid of phone calls, you can text them. Just keeping going and doing the things I love. Live music. I'm going to Reading Festival in August and I'm going to be there no matter what happens. So yeah, I like to have lots of holidays and music and things to look forward to planned to get me through those scans and scary hospital appointments.